It's a journey. She has plenty of time to grow up, fall in love, and start a family, like you or I. For love. And we all like ice cream.
Now that we're friends, what if we formed a consortium?
Ooh, or we could form a club.
Her idea's better. Crusading for cutie marks. Yeah! What should we call ourselves? Friendship buddies?
Cutie Mark Acquisition Program.
Cutie Mark and the Funky Bunch? Friendship Explosion?
Cutie Mark Acquisition Program.
Apple Bloom and her two friends? Friend Fun Good Pals?
Cutie Mark Acquisition Program.
What about the Snooty Snarky Vaders?
The fun begins immediately. Help assistance is required. I believe there is something wrong with me. Levels will be at maximum efficiency. I shall acquire my yo-yo, hammer, and other objects of fun.
So,
Look, Rarity, I found more baggage. Rarity, have I ever told you that I love you?
let's see. I have to see my therapist about my post-traumatic stress disorder. Then I have an acting workshop.
I love you.
Oh, of course. I love you too. Then I have to meet Fluttershy, prepare for the end of days.
Rarity, I love you so much.
Okay. Why don't you go out into the woods miles away from me and plant this tiny tree?
Because life is worth protecting.
When I'm feeling broken down, she has always got my back. Something giant hat. Yes, I love my sister Rarity.
There you are. See, I told you my compass always points to Sweetiebot. What are you doing alone in the woods?
Oh, I was just planting this tiny tree and pondering the fragility of life.
Cool. Teach us?
Well, we're not supposed to think about death, but okay.
This hat is my Put this in the laboratory, won't you?
Of course, I love you so much. Scanning. Scanning. Fabulous item located.
Ugh, who put out this tacky clothes line?
I am displaying all of your fashion items. Hooray!
You're displaying my magical, one-of-a-kind, amazing Technicolor self-hugging sweater? The world isn't ready to know of its power.
Did I make a
And
mistake?
it's a one-time only use. Please don't tell me you activated it. Great. Now who shall hug me?
Sweetiebot.
I think it's about time you took a bath. Now.
But the water makes me feel funny.
Make me a drawing, okay?
Scanning. Arts and crafts located. Drawing. Drawing. Insufficient beauty. I have arranged objects in an aesthetically pleasing manner.
Did you use the dead raccoon I was keeping in this chest?
Well, yes, but I know you have more in your workroom.
But this carcass was the final component of my shrine. Do you know how long it took to tenderize this?
Oops, an error has occurred.
Sweetie Belle, you really need to be more self-aware of your surroundings.
This reminds me of a song I wrote. Just because you feel upset does not mean you have to yell.
Stop that at once!
Error.
You know how I hate jumping.
I love you. I love you. I love you.
Love you, love you, love you, love you.
You know, little sister, you're beginning to sound like a broken record. Now, why don't you go sing one of your silly songs and let me plot the apocalypse in peace?
My primary function is failure.
Howdy, Sweetie Belle. Wanna eat paper with me?
That dress looks fabulous.
It does?
I just wish there was a way to make Rarity see that we are both flesh and blood.
The Sentient Social! Applejack and I host it every year. It's a great way to get free labor on the farm.
birdie loves to jump up and down. The chances of success are 100%.
That is literally the dumbest thing I've ever heard you say, you worthless pile of trash. Why would I spend an afternoon with a bunch of war criminals and their war crimes?
Why not? Could it be because you are a robot?
Don't joke about that. The robot police are always listening.
And if you have nothing to fear, then why won't you join me?
Ugh. A sisters contest? With you? If I wanted to be a loser, I would just join Twilight's softball team.
I have so much strength inside of me that you don't even know what I could do. If the world isn't going to love me, then I'll teach it to fear me instead.
Oh no, I'm so scared. What would you know about strength? You can't even walk down the stairs without tumbling forward like a slinky.
Well, at least I don't spend every Veterans Day sobbing on the floor.
I bet you don't even have a war face.
Rawr.
Ah, see? Mine's better. I'm leaving. Ow, 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 ow.
War criminal? Well, ain't that just the butter calling the corncob yellow? Rawr! Did I scare you? Wait, what war crime?
It's not just your family. She thinks my hair's a war crime.
Honey, Rarity thinks everything's a war crime.
What war crimes?
The kind where Apple Bloom shuts her mouth and does as she's told.
Sweetie Butter, just do your best to put up with Rarity until she dies. Sisters always do.
But I'm always screwing things up.
Apple Bloom screws things up all the time, and I just hide my disappointment. What's the worst he could have done?
Incoming mortar.
And she just kept screaming all day. Like, what's up with that?
Don't you worry your ugly little head.
'Cause it's time for farm labor.
Apple Bloom, the grapes are different than our kind. You know what that means?
Destroy, destroy, destroy.
You're making unstylish jelly? Aren't you afraid the fashion police will come and beat you with their fabulous batons?
Nah, we can take them.
I remember.
Applejack, stop. The war was 10 years ago. We don't need to have a breakdown.
Ah, to burn your whole village, you little muckraker.
Seen these creatures in my dreams.
Really?
Now that's how you stop a prison break.
I've been falsely accused.
Yeah.
Was that a fence?
Drat, a few dragon scales short.
And think about how small we all are.
Sweetie Belle, I've been rainbow dashing all over looking for you.
You do not fool me, Raribot. As a robot, you are merely programmed to say that.
Now, Sweetie Belle, if I were a robot, could I do this?
Then how do you explain those acting classes? You clearly have difficulties expressing real emotions.
Ha ha ha! You're sounding more and more like my therapist each day.
Reject.
I am uninstalling you from my hard drive and reinstalling Applejack.
Buy some apples. Buy some apples.
Applejack's my new sister, and she loves me no matter what.
Hold on there, wagon wheel. Don't put words in my mouth.
Your lack of bloodlust on the battlefield is proof positive that you are a soulless automaton.
I've got soul, but I am not a soldier. Listen, I'll show you how to catch a hammer with your teeth, or the proper way to pose for headshots. Wouldn't that be fun?
Look how fast I can run away. Life is such a fleeting yet precious thing.
Where am I? What's going on?
One lives one's death, one dies one's life.
Look, it's the pig farm.
This is where we harvest the blood to drop on ponies.
Why is it funny to laugh at someone else's misery? Oh look, our characters are so malevolent and heartless. Maybe next we'll hear a new cheap catchphrase.
Moonshine gravy.
I hope you achieve maximum levels of fun. Initiating cry sequence. Gasp!
Applejack and I decided that I could do the race with you, and we're only
Going to charge you
$100.
Success!
The race has begun. We must run fast, jump over the mud. Having a good time. Where's Applejack? She fell in the mud. Are you okay? We can still win this jump in a bucket. That looked like it hurt. I know what pain is. It's great to be alive. But when I am feeling weak and when I am feeling down, she is there to lift me up over the spot. Yes, I love my sister. Bum bum bum. Eating some pie, no time to chew. Pushing some hay, no time to lose. Pushing this hay really far.
Pushing hay is really hard.
Running in a circle, yes, having so much fun, hooray. Gotta choke some grapes, throw them with your face. Sister, toss and squish and squash and making tacky jelly. Put it on your head, we're gonna win the race. Because I am a good eraser, I am running oh so fast. Fun levels are to the max. Applejack flies through the air, apples fall without a care. Apples are not meant to fly, no apples get left behind. When small things get kicked around, they just might destroy the town. When I'm feeling broken down, she has always got my back. Life is worth protecting now, place it in that giant hat. Yes, I love my sister, Applejack. Now we're racing toward the finish line. Nothing matters once you die, but we're along for the ride. And you sacrifice the meaning just to have the words rhyme. In the end, it all comes down to just how far we can slide.
Why don't you cross the sentient scanner? It's only a few more feet.
It no longer matters to me whether my sister is a robot, because she is my real sister all the same. Set phasers to hug. What? So, you're the best sister ever and a shapeshifter?
No, it's Rarity. But during the race, I was wearing my magical Applejack contact lenses. They changed everything but her eyes.
You all deceived me?
Mm-hmm.
Initiate happy cry sequence.
Cry? That's not a war face.
I love you.
You see, we are a rattlesnake. You may have missed the eclipse, but I felt it was imperative that I save your soul. Together, we can start planning for next year. Yay!
Yes, but where?
The spa, of course. For whatever reason, Celestia wants us to send letters now, so what did we learn?
It's a good thing that earlier I swallowed that microtape from Twilight.
Terrible nightmare.
Look how far I can electric slide.
Where do trains come from?
God.
Cecilin in your funny accent?
Yeah, I ain't no palooka, you dig?
Prepare to be assimilated into the fun squad.
You got a cold or something?
I'm already the orange one, so don't get too cozy.
Prepare your eye sockets for visual delights and good time shenanigans. Is our friend.
No! Pay attention!
No, they
Oh, sad. Beep, boop, beep.
knife in my side.
Not to mention, she stabbed Twist in the side with that knife.
What are we gonna do?
Let's sing a catchy song that'll get a million hits on YouTube.
That song was good, but it didn't really help our situation.
Oh.
We could always tell the thought police.
I own the police.
Ah! Let's just hide here in Scootaloo's house until she goes away. Like the time the auditors came asking questions.
It gets lonely here at night.
Come on, Spirit.
And she burned down the bakery.
And she purchased the railroads.
We should brainstorm ideas.
Ah! We need to avenge Pumpkin.
Kinda weird how that whole giant fruit thing took off.
We can use a portal to bring her back. 2 more parents can be resurrected before that plot thread is complete. Pumpkin never told me she was barren. All she had were bad seeds.
Huh? Oh, there you are. I thought you were in the clubhouse. I was out here making scary noises for an hour.
How dare you! This is my house!
Yeah? Well, now I'm converting it into a shopping mall.
With a Cinnabon.
No lamekins allowed.
And now we're trying to cleanse our bodies of sin since we invoked powerful dark magic.
Since you're blind, you won't be able to bully any ponies anymore. Well, why do I have to be in the water?
So we got what we wanted, but at
what
cost?
The moral?
Will I be blind forever?